Hi Taurus, this is your forecast for the month of January 2018. This is a general reading for Taurus Sun, Taurus Rising, or Taurus Moon. For a more rounded overview, please watch your rising and moon sign as well. You can join me on Facebook and Instagram for daily insights on tarot and astrology, as well as my pay-per-view channel, vimeo.com/thealchemistastrologer, where you can find on-demand pages for love, finance, and other readings. Your weekly readings will always be free here on YouTube, but if you'd like to support me on Patreon, I'm now at patreon.com/thealchemistastrologer, and all of this information is down below in the description box. Now, the second week you have a major card, so this is an important week for you. And this is a week, again, that focuses on the emotional, the creative, the instinctual. There may be ties to children. It could be travel. It could be women. It could be your issues of security. It could be as simple as food, what you nourish yourself with emotionally and physically. For some of you, this is about dealing with the public. Whatever it is, this is a week of fluctuations, riding emotions like the waves. And you could feel some emotional up and downs. You may feel emotionally out of sync with others, especially if last week you really couldn't get a handle on somebody's emotions and what they were feeling. But this is a week where, you have some strong emotions, and perhaps you gain some understanding because you're now tapping into other people's energy. You're more intuitive this week, more psychically aware. For some of you, perhaps there's a tie to a Cancer person or a Pisces person that is important. So your imagination may be in full force this week, for better or for worse. Maybe you're very creative and you're envisioning things, you have a vision, you're creating. Your dreams may be important. Or maybe you're just lost in the flight of imagination. You're daydreaming, or you're lost, or your thinking is muddy. You can't see clearly. And some element of mystery is surrounding your circumstances. There's a hidden influence, a secretive element. And you may be escaping from reality. You may be getting lost in your emotions. And maybe there's some confusion taking place for you. Now, some of you are delving into your emotions. You're exploring how you feel. You're going deep. You're digging into your own psyche. You're trying to shatter through to find some kind of emotional or psychological truth. And you may be dealing with some issues that have been haunting you from the past. Some old emotional wounds, some childhood patterns, some deep conditioning, some ingrained habits, some misperceptions. And in that process, there's a sense of insecurity about some things. There's some doubt, some uncertainty about your situation, and maybe a sense of foreboding because of that intuitive link with others. Something may be on the horizon, something unforeseen, something unpredictable. And you don't quite feel good about it. And it could be that there's some bad news headed your way, either about somebody or from someone you know. It could be that you're dealing with deception, betrayal, treachery in some way. You may be dealing with somebody that's been lying to you, or somebody who has been posing in some way or taking advantage of you. Or you may be coming to some truths about yourself, how you've been self-deceiving, how you've been self-sabotaging, self-pitying, or maybe just totally unrealistic. You're an impractical dreamer about something. So this is a week to try to get some clarity and to be vigilant in doing so. And the only way to do that is to be honest. Honest with yourself and honest with other people, and honest about your circumstances and who you are right now. Now, you're examining all of that. You're taking a closer look. And, again, you're feeling some insecurities about what you're seeing when you pull back that veil. And it may be wearing on you physically. You may be more nervous. You may be more irritable, suspicious, anxious. Again, out of sync with other people, feeling very vulnerable to what people think, what they say, how they act, because the environment is influencing you a great deal. And this is a week where you may be seeking that validation outside of yourself, seeking it from others and feeling disappointed when you don't get it or you mistake something for a criticism. You're very open right now. You need some security. You need some nourishment in whatever form. So for some of you, there's some worries that you're dealing with. Maybe it's financial, maybe it's emotional, and it's likely that there's some kind of preoccupation that is wearing on you. It could be that, how you're looking at things emotionally in relation to your material assets, and those opportunities connected to it are in flux. Things are changing and without notice. So you're having to be on guard all the time. This is why it's especially important to take care of yourself this week in all manner, physically, emotionally, psychologically. And that may mean withdrawing from time to time or diverting your attention toward amusements and entertainment that brings you a sense of joy, a sense of peace, so that you can maintain some emotional balance and you're not taking your frustrations out on other people. This is a time for you to find some tranquility by doing something you like. Maybe taking a walk, reading a book, knitting a scarf, painting a painting, whatever it is that you do that makes you feel at peace. Because this is a week again where you're having to deal with some things. If you're in denial about your situation, whether that's your job, your health, your partnerships, your goals, whatever it may be, it's time for you to take those rose-colored glasses off and be more practical. You may be hurting yourself. You could be participating in something that is your own undoing. And because you're allowing your fears, your doubts, that sense of uncertainty to overtake you, and you decide to close off to opportunity because you feel vulnerable. This is a week, again, where things are rising to the surface. Insights, emotions, secrets, that which is hidden, either by you or by others. So, again, holding on to something and blowing it out of proportion emotionally may be counterproductive for you. In fact, I'm sure it is. This is a week to try to have some emotional balance, to try to be healthy inside and out. You may be juggling with your emotions, and it could be because you've got a lot of things going for yourself, and you're having to strike a balance between your work life, your home life. And so there's just a need to, get clear on some things.